Key to finding real confidence that can truly change your life immediately, one step at a time, is acceptance. What we don't realize in our life is that we never allow ourselves to accept others, and to accept the world as they are, based on our definition of them in this moment. First, we truly wait for ourselves to gain a full understanding of all the factors before we accept the moment. But also, we never allow ourselves to accept the imperfections that we see. And we don't realize it, but this very thing is what is the source of all the different problems that we have in our lives. Once you truly accept life as is, not as something that is hard, something that is easy, not as something that is bad or good, but as something that is based on the perspective, the context that you put upon it, and that each moment depends on your ability to interpret and add a story and add a narrative to things, and explore and discover, you truly learn to experience life in a whole different way. One of the things that has truly allowed me to connect with myself is to accept that not everyone like me, to understand that I am a person that will make mistakes, that I am someone that does not know everything, that I'm someone that is just like my neighbor, with fears, insecurities, limiting beliefs, but also visions and dreams, as someone who is a work in progress every single day, as someone who will die one day, someone who has a story of ups and downs, but also someone who wakes up with a level of hope, whether I admit it or not, on the darkest days, that I'm someone that wants to be part of a beautiful story. And once I accept that, and I understand that others also have that in them, it has given me the greatest confidence that I've ever had, because I never realized it, but by not accepting that, I kept running away from myself. I kept running away from the men in the mirror. I kept running away from others. And instead of being intimidated by others, I started now to learn from others. Instead of being intimidated by situations, I started to learn from them. Instead of approaching new, complex business ideas, ventures as something that was going to put me down, I started looking at them as things that would lift me up, because I would learn from it regardless. The people in my life, whatever they did, I understood that I could learn something from them. And I've driven 5 hours to meet people for 20-minute informal interviews. I've applied to thousands and thousands of jobs. I've made 1,000 of investments. I've done 1,000 of exercises and reps in the gym. But I love it, because I've accepted how life is about the exploration, the discovery, and I've accepted that I must allow my destiny to be my destiny, but I must also accept my responsibility in that destiny. And my responsibility is to commit to this journey of learning, to this journey of putting myself out there for whatever comes with it, to allow myself to follow my soul and to connect with what is most meaningful to me. Because I believe the greatest achievement in one's life is to truly allow yourself to be one with yourself as who you are in this moment, which will be different than who you are after you take one step and the next step. And the person you are now will be different than the person you are 10 hours later in the next chapter of your life. To understand that who you are is closer to someone with no identity than someone with a clear identity. To understand that the ups and downs are all part of what makes the journey so beautiful. Acceptance that your responsibility is to go out there and discover your purpose, to develop within that purpose, and to dedicate everything you got through that purpose, whether it is one purpose or 10 purposes in your life. To understand that being is becoming, by removing the layers that disconnect you with what that meaning, that passion is for you, that makes you the most alive you've ever been. To have the discipline to push yourself to do the things that you need to do, but that you also must have the discipline to explore, to discover, to be in the moment, to be vulnerable, to let go. Acceptance is not static. Acceptance is dynamic. And acceptance is key to true confidence, effortless confidence. because you become one with yourself. You learn to see your pain as a power, your test as a testimony, and you learn to really start to live your life instead of trying to act and lie, instead of trying to fit in things that you already know are not meant for you. But you really allow yourself to commit and invest, even if you don't know what the future holds, because you understand that you will never have all the answers, and you've accepted that. Accept yourself, accept others, and accept the world, and you will see that how that will open a path for you towards your most confident self, your most charismatic self, and magnetic self, and your most authentic self, because you don't need to prove anything to people, but you do it from a place of gratitude, from a place of understanding the opportunity that you have, the privilege that you have. And you see risks as opportunities. You see challenges as learning. Everything in your life can change the moment you accept it. You accept it from that place within you that only you will ever see. And you develop that discipline to connect with that acceptance every single day. As always, wherever you are, wherever you come from, fam, you're destined for greatness. Get busy living, not busy dying.